Masters of Human Resources.
The Masters of Human Resources. What did you think of it?
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I went in I went in expecting to just have fun,
Mm-hmm.
not expecting anything else. Like, not I wasn't going in there to, extract the story. What's up, course? And figure out what who did what, how good this actor was, da 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 da. I wasn't there to rip it apart. I was there to just I knew what it was. I wanted to have a great time in it being campy, and I was pleasantly surprised by how incredible that movie was.
Yeah.
Because it played into the campy, it knew what it was, but in its core, it understood what was missing in modern movies,
Yeah.
and it somehow slapped you in the face. It
Yeah.
was
It's
great.
like it understood the assignment. Yeah. No, I completely agree. Similarly, I'm not going into it trying to take it apart because I kind of feel like that misses the point. Like it's a movie that's based off of a toy franchise from like the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is the second go around. And unlike the first go around, it doesn't suck. You know what I mean? Like, there's parts of the 87 one where I can point you to. I can go, okay, this part's cool. This part's cool. This part's cool. Frank Langell's got a great voice. His performance is amazing. When you get to the end of it, he's becoming more than life. And he's like, these people, this planet, these people is like, they are nothing. He just goes all in.
Yeah.
It's just him chewing the scenery for 5 minutes. And then he gets this like ridiculous helmet. And that looks kind of dumb. But then they cut the lights off. It's just neon, and he looks twice as like tall or as large as like Dolph Lundgren. And then they're just having
Yeah.
a full blown fight, and I don't know, they did something with the scale of him, and I don't know if they had a double or whatever stand in for him, but they made him look massive. Even though Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren is a bigger guy. The helmet and the overall height of him made him look intimidating and menacing and shit. So that
Do
part's
you
great.
think that they did a homage to that before he throws the sword into the floor? I mean, after he throws the sword into the floor
Yeah,
and like he uses the power to grow to tower over him,
yeah.
do you think that might have been an homage to that? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good point. I'm not sure.
I
Um,
don't know. I want to see.
the but yeah, it's got some high moments, but then the 87 one, it's got like a lot of them around in a city. But yeah, there's a lot of improvements. Like not to reiterate too many of the same points. Oh yeah, I guess we're doing spoilers anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, cause you were talking about your favorite fight scene. Mine was Man at Arms fighting Trapjaw.
Oh God, dude, that was so good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Before we get into it,
yeah, yeah.
there's one thing I gotta say. The action in that film was incredible on the fact that they made the hits and stuff look great.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of good
Like it
fight
had some
choreography.
power behind the way people were getting hit, punched, dying. It was great.
But yeah, a lot of the fight choreography, they've done a lot of featurettes and stuff, and they've shown a lot of the just how much went into it. And dude, yeah, it's a lot of it is very practical and pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. Oh man, I am rooting for a sequel.
Yeah, I think they've already confirmed as much, even though it's been considered a bot. There's something about the media spin with movies lately that I'm kind of weirded out by, where it's like every other movie. I think Red Letter Media talked about it a little bit. They're saying like, what is going on that every other movie comes out and it's like, oh, this movie's gonna be a box office bomb. People, we don't care about that. Moviegoers
Yeah, we
don't give a
don't.
shit about that, bro. I'm not gonna look at that and be like, oh man, I really was gonna go watch Supergirl, but because blah 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 and Screen Rant said it's not gonna do well, I'm just not gonna watch it now. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I don't care about that,
I
man.
I, I still want to go see Supergirl, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to know what's so bad about it. Now, somebody said that they played The Middle during it, and I'm wondering if it's Jimmy Eat World's The Middle, and if it is, maybe that's why somebody didn't like it.
It's James Gunn though. The music's gonna be okay. That's my only issue, personal issue with James Gunn. I get the music thing, but I don't. I'm old fashioned with my movies. I'd rather them have scores. Like I don't need to hear a fucking song I don't really like in the middle of the song, in the middle of the
Pop
fucking
song.
movie. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's always some. I get it. It's coming from when he was a kid or a teenager, yada yada yada, and the way he envisioned it, possibly then.
Yeah.
And I get that's his style, and it's good. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But
Sometimes it's Guardians of the Galaxy. Sometimes it's Captain
yeah,
Marvel.
and it's like not every movie should be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Not every movie has to be. I don't even know how to say it. A sarcastic smirk, I guess.
Yeah, a wink and a nod. Hey, isn't this scene
Just give
funny?
me a movie.
Now, I will say there is, and a lot of people
But
complained,
that's just me.
and I say a lot of people, it's a few people that complained about Masters of the Universe for having parts that did that, but I think that the parts where they undercut some of the tension for humor worked for me.
Yeah, but because it wasn't hitting your face, it was kind of like it kind of played into what's going on
Yeah.
because it was already. You know what it was? The difference between like a James Gunn movie and Masters of the Universe is that Masters of the Universe played into understanding all of this is stupid. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they spun it to be like you're because they did so well, like you were saying, they kept you in eternity for so long that you're halfway through the film and you're kind of already just a part of that world.
Right.
So the stupid doesn't become stupid anymore. The
Right.
stupid
Right.
becomes this is the world you're in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't make the campy a brand. It shows you that it's stupid, but then it puts you in it and you're like, "Oh, okay, this is my reality now."
Yeah.
And it works. James Gunn always points at you saying this is stupid. This is
Right.
campy. And it's like I don't need that.
Right. Right.
Like even some of the really stupid parts in Masters of the Universe were really fun because it picked at your brain where it was like, imagine if this stupid shit happens, and then like it does, you know?
Right. Right. Right.
Like the part where the dude was screeching on the floor and he ends up using him like a weapon. Like that was something in the back of my brain. Like, you just use that dude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just pick his dumb ass up. Oh, speaking of, that was one of my favorite scenes too because we talked about it. It's they call him the Grandma Goblin, but it's the guy from the first He-Man movie that
Yeah, that
wasn't
was
even a
not even an
character.
original character. I mean, he's an original character to the film, but he's not even in a He-Man character.
Yeah, he's got that little cape, but for whatever reason, they had him fighting like Kadaj from Advent Children.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
no reason he
How
was.
was he that awesome?
It made no goddamn sense. It was great, but I was like, man, they made him extra. Like he is fighting way harder than anybody else, and he's the most ridiculous one.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Maybe they did that just as a nod to like the original. It's like, okay, this character design is like ridiculous, but we're gonna make it awesome. We're gonna make it work.
But yeah, I did find it hilarious that thankfully another thing, and sadly this is because just where we are in terms of reality right now. The fact that like we were the only ones in the theater was great.
Oh yeah.
So we had that moment to kind of just just seep it all in without any distractions.
Immerse, yeah, I was really worried about that because, again, Red Letter Media was talking about, and other people have, about the theater going experience mostly being like chicken jockey from like Minecraft and people throwing shit at the screen. And I'm like, I knew it was going to be that bad, but I was really kind of like, it's going to be some asshole chewing loudly, or people walking in front of the screen. Or now we did. That's kind of a funny story. We did have that towards the end of the movie because there are some post-credit scenes. So if you want to watch those, hang out. But the theater we were in, were very, very specific, and it was one guy who kept coming in during the post-credit scenes, and you said you had like really just looked over and you saw me straight up Cyclops optic gaze this dude out of existence because I just looked over for a split second and looked back, and then by the time I looked back again, he was gone.
Dude, when I tell you that shit was so funny. Because it's like he felt the energy that he was bothering us.
Yeah,
he kept popping. I mean, I understood why he was popping.
Yeah, because they're trying to close.
Wait, man. It's like it's not happening right now. Like,
Yeah.
just not be here, dude.
I was about to have some words, man. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm surprised you didn't. I thought it was gonna be a moment where you would be like, "Would you fucking leave?" Like, I was wait. I could not. I don't know if you saw me, dude.
Yeah.
I was dying in my seat. I was slowly melting. The movie was over, mind you, and I'm laughing the hardest I did the entire movie.
Yeah.
Because it was just the way the scene played out. I couldn't believe I was in it. The dude was annoying.
That dude was annoying. But for that guy to be staff though, it was like, wow, at least it was just him and it was the one guy, and then otherwise, yeah, there was no distractions, no bullshit, no yelling, no people on their phones, no people on TikTok, no chatty kids or teenagers or whatever. Like, it was cool.
Yeah, it was great otherwise.
I already talked about this a little bit in the other video, but yeah, Leto Skeletor, man. Who knew?
I knew that that was my main. I think I might have talked with you about it at some point. That's always been my main argument with him, period.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, just be a good actor, man. Like, we know that you're a good actor. Just do that. You know what I mean? We don't all the other pizzazz shit. We don't need any of that. Just Just act.
Just do it,
And I
be in
think
it.
that's what it was.
Yeah,
Maybe he just acted finally.
maybe. And maybe there was like a bit of autonomy granted as a result of his face not being seen, not just because I mean probably they probably used a bit of his performance. I haven't seen that like any featurette where they show
I don't even think I'm gonna look it up.
the breakdown. But it'd be curious because I was watching the director talk about it, Travis Knight, and he was saying that like obviously it's a collaboration of like multiple people. Like see the face was CG, totally. It wasn't any sort of puppetry. I think they said like one of the first versions of the faces did straight up look like a puppet, and they were like, nah, this isn't gonna work.
It doesn't want to work. Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder if that freed him up to be more concentrate more on say like the physical performance, like the body performance, or just the
Yeah, I can see that.
vocalization where it's like his face just isn't visible. So it's like, all right, man, if you're gonna act like this is on some theater shit, like you gotta put in the extra physical aspect of it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. He stole the movie, which is the
Yeah,
point of Skeletor, to be honest.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you can't have a great He-Man movie without Skeletor steal. I mean, that was probably the other egg that had to be gold in the basket for it to be a perfect He-Man movie.
Yeah,
You had to find a way to make Skeletor steal the show.
right.
You had to make Skeletor steal the show, and you had to make He-Man be He-Man. And see, I want to get controversial with this specifically because of how I saw it in comparison.
Hmm.
And I think, from my point of view, the fact that we were the only ones in the theater helped, I guess, concentrate the situation.
Yeah,
It had this feeling where it was like, this is what I miss from main characters in films, where it was just like showing them raw power or showing the raw aspects of their character.
right,
Like the whole point of He-Man, he's supposed to be this like, like the Thor type of character, this mighty powerhouse. You know what I mean?
right, right,
And for them to show that off was unexpected.
right.
They didn't go down a woke path, or you know what I mean. They didn't chop him, or what's the term? They didn't handicap him.
No, not at all. And in
No, the
fact,
only handicap was that he didn't know how to be it until the end, where it was like, no, he knew, he just didn't want to use it, and that was kind of like the twist.
yeah, in fact, the only thing they had that even approached that, and I actually liked that they did this, was the subversion of. Is it Tila? Is that the character's name? The chick?
Yeah, Tila.
It was the subversion with her where, obviously, like, you're paying attention to, like, the body chemistry of the two actors and two characters, and it's like, oh, okay, obviously, oh, he's attractive. Oh, she's really attractive. She's Veronica from, what's the name of the Archie spinoff? Riverdale. I was like, oh, that's Veronica from Riverdale. Like, she's kind of hot, too. Oh, yeah, they're totally gonna hook up, right? And then there's this weird energy, and she's like, and you're my best friend.
Yeah,
It's like,
that shit was
damn.
funny.
Yeah.
Like even He-Man got played. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. It's like
really?
even He-Man can't make this shit work. But I like that because that is playing into we've talked about it with like supposedly the younger generations when they get pulled, they see results saying it's like they want less of like like romance angles and that kind of shit. And it depends on what it is. Like obviously like you wouldn't want to cut it out of something like Titanic. Like having Titanic
Yeah,
without Leo and
romance isn't
Kate Winslet,
Titanic.
yeah, it's nonsense. It's like then it's the documentary. But in this instance, I thought it was really well done. It was like, oh yeah, that's great. That's a great and it was a subversion that I thought they were gonna make just to course correct later and be like, no, they're actually gonna hook up, and they never did.
No, they never. I mean, they could do it in like the second movie.
Yeah, of course, second or
Oh, what's
third or
up?
whatever else.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that because that's another thing I really liked
Yeah,
is that they did a lot of setup. They set up the possibility of a sequel better than most other movies that don't end up getting one, where it's like you're always waiting for it.
right,
But this one's put so much effort into understanding that it's just telling you there's more here
right.
without them going, it's going to be a sequel. You know what I mean?
Wink, nod. Yeah, true.
It was like, no, if anything, if this ends up being a one-off, it's like, no, he's gonna obviously have more adventures of being He-Man, and Skeletor is gonna be doing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And even if not, they're in a point right now where Evelyn just kind of pieced out at the end. She could do something else. I didn't. So here's the thing. When I was talking about it in the first video, I was very sparse with details because I didn't want to get like too in the weeds. But what did you think of
Mm.
Allison Brie? That was Evelyn.
I really liked her as Evil Lynn.
Yeah.
What I liked about her being evil in is that Alison Brie, even though I would say the only issue is that a little bit of Alison Brie kind of sprinkled in a little too much
Yeah.
of Alison Brie herself.
Yes.
But what I do like is that it brought another, I would say, level to the character and made her be in the film. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? She
Yeah.
wasn't just this hot mistress woman that is devious. They even showed that. They even showed her like liking her abuse kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like more
Yeah.
of a dominatrix kind of thing. Like to letting you show other sides of evil. Like this,
Right.
that's her side of being evil. You
Right.
know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Like she likes this kind of shit.
Right. And then
But
even then, for a couple frames, I was like, "Ooh, hang on. There's some tension
yeah,
here that
but
is."
that's what it is. It entices you in a different evil way.
Yeah.
Like you like Skeletor for he's evil because he's evil. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
And he kind of says that, and you get it. He likes that.
Right.
He basks in doing evil shit.
Yeah.
Evil Lyn basks at the consequences of being evil, and
Right.
it works. Um, that's what I like about Evil Lyn and her performance as Evil Lyn
Right.
is that they gave those side weird dominatrix kind of evil characters. She gave her character momentum,
Right.
and that you don't get that much, you know.
True.
But I think I know where you were going with it. There's a little too much Alison Brie in there, but I do like her design though too.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
And the
Yeah.
hair and all of that.
Yeah. There's a couple of moments where I'm like, "Oh, I feel like I'm watching He-Man plus the Community in a way."
Yeah.
And that feels mean, but it's true. Like I don't know what it
No,
is. It's
it was
something about
definitely
her.
mean.
She's almost like too pep, too.
You know what it was too? She
Mm,
was a little. There was moments where she was a little too self-aware,
yeah.
and it was like, all right, cut that down a little bit.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
I don't get me wrong, I think she got it. Like I think Full Sail, like
Oh, she killed it.
she totally understands the assignment of like it's a He-Man movie, like how seriously am I gonna take this, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, just in terms of goofiness, that was something I'd noticed and I was like, that it with a minor tweak, that character can be great. I'm also glad too that she's not just copy paste Meg Foster, the original Evelyn.
True.
She's not
Yeah.
just like brilliant blue eyed, super hot,
That's what I
relegated
mean.
to a
Yeah, she's
couple of
just not
lines, and that's it.
there. Yeah, she had a purpose of being there.
No.
And they really did make her like the right hand of him or whatever. Where you could tell like he's obviously brilliant, Skeletor, but he lets her brilliance take the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the other details of doing shit, he leaves to her. Like all that brain shit, the power, everything that's running all of this, that's yours.
Right.
The ideas and everything that I want to do, that's mine. That's where I shine.
Right.
The
Right.
consequences of murdering people and discipline, I can do that because that's what I like to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what I like is like you couldn't have Skeletor do what he did without both of them doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then they pulled it off without it being like in an inclusion kind of way. You know what I mean? I enjoyed her character.
Yeah.
I'm an Alison Brie fan.
Fran boy.
But yeah, I totally do see where she kind of if there was a couple of more extra scenes
Yeah.
with her and she kind of was slipping up, it would have killed her character.
Yeah, or if there was just more scenes where like you just got more time with the character. And I have the same complaint with Tila too. Like I feel like she does have a lot of stuff going on with Adam and like but yeah, I'd want to see that character in other situations, you know.
Yeah, I would have liked to see her because you know what it was for Tila for me personally?
Mm.
And that's I don't know if it's just a me thing, but there's something about her that just didn't stand out. I don't know what it was.
Hmm.
I can't put my finger on it. Like she was amazing, don't get me wrong.
No.
The actress killed it. Her character was great, but there was something generic about her and I couldn't figure out what it was. I don't know if it was just her lines were generic.
Probably it, because I mean she's the fill for the audience as far as like exposition. She's like, this is what happened with Eternia. This is what's going on with this.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. She was too straightforward. She was written so straightforward, and they could have made her more peppered. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
They could have gave her more personal touches, and I think that's what they missed out on. And they gave a lot of the personal touches to Idris Elba. Like she needed
Yeah.
that. She needed more pepper of her personality to show. We needed more personal shit from her. Everything was just about the mission, so we never got to really know Tila.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, and you didn't
Maybe
really
she
get to
does
see
like He-Man. You know what I
right, and
mean?
you didn't really get to see her before everything happened, you know, all the invasion and shit of Eternia.
Yeah.
You got to see her for like all of 0.5 seconds and that was it. Whereas like at least with Idris Elba, it's like there's a line set up early on that has the payoff later on, that they end up
Yeah.
talking. It's like, hey, when you get knocked down, like get back on your feet and shit.
Yeah, there wasn't too much for her to kind of do.
No.
But I hope that all of that I hope that cast comes back because you can tell what I think the thing I like the most is that you can tell they got along like outside of like they got along in real life. You could
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah.
You could tell they might have hung out and shit like that and all that kind of stuff off screen and obviously always being around Idris Elba is going to be like that, but
Yeah.
you can tell like they enjoyed making it, and when movies when you could see that the movie is 10 times better.
Right. And especially when it's something like this where it's like them having fun with it is paramount, like it, you know, versus,
Yeah,
anything else where it's like, okay, it's like, all right, guys, take the plot seriously. God damn it. But this is like, no, this is the perfect film for people to kind of be a bit more upbeat and,
I was all in.
yeah.
I'm definitely, again,
Yeah.
going back to what we were saying before, I'm definitely buying a physical copy of it. It deserves me going to the store and going, you know what, I want this on my shelf because this is fucking amazing. But yeah, He-Man was such a good movie. I am really happy that they made it.
Yeah. Same. Happy they made it. It was good. And, I was glad I got a recommendation because, with movie recommendations, it's always kind of like that testing ground where you're like, do I know this person's preferences as well as I think I do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's an aspect of it too where, and this is the thing that gets annoying about film critique in general. It's that whole idea of like, do I have to preface every fucking movie I like by saying it's not Citizen Kane? Because I really don't want to have to do that.
Oh God.
You know what I mean, though? Because that you start to get
Yeah.
that track record where people are like, oh, this guy just hates things. And I was like, no, I don't think it's that.
I was recommending it to somebody at work because this is a dude at work that gets a kick out of how I make certain things really stupid.
Yeah.
Where like he'll ask me certain things and I'll tell him straight up how I feel.
Yeah.
Like he'll come to me and he's like, "Yo, so they're thinking about telling us who's gonna be in the X-Men movie," and I'm like, "It's gonna be trash." You know what I mean? Until you know what I mean. If they're not doing X-Men '97 live action, they're gonna fuck it up. Like that's how I usually would start out.
Yeah.
Until I like start getting more news, I'm like, okay, this might be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He gets a kick out of me doing that. So he came to me. He was like, "Yeah, so I'm thinking about going to go see that He-Man movie this weekend." And I was like, "Dude, you need to go see that movie."
Yeah. It's like, yeah, man.
Yeah, he was surprised. He was like, "Really?" Like, dude, yeah. So far there are I can't think of there. I mean, there's probably has been some good movies this year, but I haven't not one that I can think of right now.
Yeah,
It's one of the
fun.
better movies of this year so far.
Fun. It's the break needed because it's like, man, there's a lot of stuff that sucks right now. Ah, good. Something fun exists.
Yeah,
Tis
I'm gonna
tis
get a
enjoy.
physical copy out of spite.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna get a physical copy of He-Man
Get it, man.
and watch it.
And just let it sit
I'm
on the
gonna
shelf
watch it.
in plastic.
No, I'm gonna take it out. Went all the way to another state to get a 3D DVD player
Nice.
just to find out I need a TV that also needs 3D. But anyway,
Also, I
I
swear to God,
got
where you were going with that was like, you're like, I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna put it to Blu-ray, put it in my player, I'm gonna pull out my toys.
I start playing with my toys while I'm watching the movie. Live my absolute adult dream. No,
Hey, man, there is absolutely. If you are by yourself, not a care in the world, you don't have anybody else sitting there haranguing you, bothering you, harassing you, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like,
no, dude, that's not happening. It's not happening. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I'm just
'Cause there's gonna
saying,
be a
man.
moment. There's gonna be a moment when I'm playing with them. I'm gonna go, fuck, I failed. You know what I mean? It's not. That's not happening. Oh God, That's never gonna happen.
Oh man,
I'm already
there's
close
worse.
with building shit.
There's way worse things you could do. Like it was a.
There is, but that
That's
really
like that.
funny.
That's like that Sailor Moon show, man. That's how I felt watching it. Because you'd be watching it, and it's like, okay, there's this drama. Oh man, one of them might be f***ing dead, and then they just pan over, and it's just a cat plushie.
私は多分あと2、3ヶ月しか生きられない。
It's just a straight up plushie, and they're bouncing it up and down, trying to make it look like it's talking, and I'm like, I can't. What am I doing with my life?
that shit needs to go. I don't know what you're thinking with that, man.
I was showing you the clip, and you were like, "They need to fucking burn those things."
Dude, they need to put those in the ground. I'm sorry. That's my personal opinion. This is how I'll put it. Go see He-Man. That shit, the puppetry, cat stuff, that shit needs to burn in hell. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh man, it's
I
fun.
don't know what I'm doing with this picture.
That's all I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to have fun. It's fun. It's good.
It's fine.
So yeah, Masters of the Universe. You liked it? Thought it's good?
Dude, it's fantastic, man.
It's good. Go watch it. You got 2 people telling you now. It's not just me.
It's fantastic.
It's not just me yelling at you for 7 minutes. Now I've been yelling at you for 30 minutes. So go watch it.
Yeah.
It's very simple.